everyone, my name is Reza-Astrid and today I'm going to be showing you my 5 things I've been loving in the month of December and January. Today is the 1st of Feb and I know it's way overdue, but rather late than never, because these things really did make those 2 months amazing. It went by really quickly, both months in a flash. I think December because it's the end of the year and I'm trying to, you're trying to finish everything at work, but you're also preparing for the holidays and for Christmas and going away, and then January comes and you're back from the holidays and it's work and everything's new and everything needs to happen at once, so it's a bit chaotic. But I'm hoping that February will bring a calmer and more relaxing vibe, but I still hope that there's a lot more things that I'll be discovering and loving. But these are 5 things I loved in the month of December and Jan. I don't have a list 5 for each, but I have like 5 combined, and there might be 1 extra one because I just couldn't help myself. So in the month of December I decided to put on my big girl panties and find myself a financial advisor or financial planner. As you've probably noticed, there's a trend in these 5 things I'm loving videos. Every video almost has like a budget element or a finance element into it. I don't mean to do it on purpose. I think it's just because that's the journey I'm currently on. This is my 4th year of working. Whew, sounds crazy. Of being a working lady, and since I started working, people have been telling me, oh, you need to get retirement annuity, oh, you need to get medical aid, you need to do this, you need gap cover, you need to insure this, you need to have life policy, death, funeral cover, and all these things. And it's just so overwhelming. And people tell you, get this, and everything costs so much money. And they don't really explain to you what it is, why you need it, why it's so important, why it needs to happen now. And eventually you're like, I can't do it. And then you do what I did and you just don't do anything. And I just found that I was starting to stress myself up, and private and fun conversation were coming in. People were asking like, are you sorted? And I'm just like, no, I don't know what's going on. And because both my parents don't work in South Africa, it made it difficult to have a conversation with them, because they don't really have answers for me, because they're not currently dealing with paying every month, or how much things cost, or who do I go to, how do I do this. So I asked a really good friend of mine who I feel is really good with his money and with his finances, and he has a couple of businesses. So I asked him, hey, I need someone to talk to, please, who do you recommend? And he recommended a lovely lady, but unfortunately she was fully booked, and it was December, so I know it was a chaotic time. But she recommended another colleague of hers, and oh, he was God sent. He was incredible. I don't know if I can say his name, but Matt, if you're watching this, you were incredible. You really helped me so much. You made me feel so calm, and he answered every single question, even personal questions. I was like, what bank are you with? Like, who do you have medical aid with, and all these things. And he was so honest with everything. And so I ended up really appreciating him spending time with me and saying like, look, this is what it is. You need medical aid, you need retirement annuity, this is what it means. This is what it means when you get sick, and all these different companies. And what I loved is he wasn't a one company type of guy, so he wouldn't try to sell me all of Discovery's things. He was like, Discovery is good with medical aid, but Alan Gray is really good with investments, and BrightRock is really good with this, and all these companies are, they have certain things that they're really good at and that they excel at, and then everything else is like, let's just do this because we can. So I really enjoyed that. And at the end of the day, I do feel like I've signed away all of my money. And I do I feel like my budgeting needs to get even stricter. But it was such a good feeling leaving and knowing that I know more, and that I'm it's a good feeling when you can sit across from someone and they're being honest, and you can feel that, and you feel at ease, and you feel, okay, this is the right thing to do. So thank you so much, Matt. The next thing I want to talk about that I loved in the month of December is another finance category thing, and it's a finance blog called the Brooke Generation. I found Emma, the lady who does the blog, through Instagram, and I followed her, and I think it was another thing that God was like, this lady's gonna help you, you need to follow this lady. And I started following her, and I love how real and down to earth she is. I love how she explains things in a simple and concise way. She uses everyday things like buying a coffee or, you know, shopping for that pair of jeans. She says instead of doing that, maybe you can save, maybe you can invest it. And she gives you clues and tips and tricks that are so easy, and you're like, why haven't I thought of that? She helps you break your spending cycle and really reevaluate how you're spending, why you're spending, and she really wants to make you feel financially free. She speaks about investments, about savings, she speaks about optimizing your finances, and she is from the UK, but she's currently living in Australia, so you know, you have the best of both worlds in her regards. And her Instagram is just, oh, not that. Her Instagram is so pleased. Why am I doing this wrong? Her Instagram is just so nice. There is one like this one. Prove before you purchase. She suggests that you wear last year's winter black boots before you assume that a new season means a new pair. Or remember, before you take out a fancy gym membership to make you go to 7 a.m. classes, do a mini workout at home at 7 a.m. each day for 2 weeks to prove to yourself you're not trying to buy the achievement without doing the hard work. So simple things like that makes you think, ooh, do I really need that gym membership? Am I actually going to get up and go to gym at 7 a.m.? Probably not, you know, but it makes you reevaluate your financial situations. And so she gives valuable tips. She really cares about us saving money. I got a new iPhone. My last iPhone sometime last year, like 5 months ago, it fell face down onto concrete from like my hip, like this level. My phone fell shoop onto concrete because I was trying to put my phone in a tote bag and I wasn't paying attention, and it literally went shoop and my screen cracked. And so I got a new iPhone for Christmas. Thanks mom and dad, bless them. But what I really want to talk about, not just the fact that the iPhone X is incredible and the camera is amazing and iPhones are my favorite, not that, but the iPhone swap, ladies and gentlemen, life changing. So I got my new phone. I was like stressing, how am I going to get all my details and all my notes and all my photos to the new phone? It's going to take so long. I'm gonna have to like delete things. I'm just gonna have to forget about it, you know. I'm just gonna have to lose all my WhatsApp conversations. No. This is 2020. In 2020, 2019 as well, but in 2020, you put your old iPhone and your new iPhone next to each other, and everything gets transferred to your new phone without deleting on your old phone. Everything gets transferred on your new phone, and after an hour, your new phone is basically your old phone, but way better and with more space and lovely and amazing. And there's no stress on your end. You just put the two phones next to each other, go about your business for an hour, come back, your new phone sorted. It was life-saving, guys. I know it's a small thing and not everyone has an iPhone, but wow. I love that little technical feature. It made me so happy. The next thing I want to mention is something that inspired me. In the month of December, my mom and my best friend graduated at Stellenbosch University, and I got to attend the graduation ceremony with my brother, and we sat in the front row, you know, and it was so inspiring watching people who have studied and worked hard, you know, blood, sweat and tears, be able to walk across the stage and be recognized for their hard work. And to see my mom walk across the stage was so special, because you don't usually see your parents graduating or your parents, you know, getting an award at a university or something. So it was really inspiring, and she's been inspiring me a lot throughout her studies, because my mom is very dedicated to her studies and she works so hard. She works full-time at work, and then she comes home and her studies was also a full-time job for her. And she would always stress before every assignment, and then just, you know, a couple of days after the assignment's in, she would say, guys, guess what? I got 96% or 98%. I'm like, oh my goodness, you were just stressing out about it a couple of days ago. But she inspired me to want to go back to study, and that's why this year I'm going back to get my postgraduate diploma in theology. It's just something that I've been thinking about lately, but once I saw my mom and my best friend walk across stage, I was like, it was just so inspiring, and I was like, I want to do that, you know, I want to study, I miss my academic life. So I'm looking forward to that. So thanks to both of them for inspiring me, and also just for my best friend. When we started uni, she was studying one thing and she realized midway, this isn't for me, and she immediately changed, and her life changed due to that change. She didn't stick with something that she was unhappy with, she changed, and it was the best change of her life, and now she's working in that field, and it's just, oh, it makes my heart so happy. She deserves it. I hope the kids treat her well. I hope that they realize that she has they have an amazing teacher in their midst. So I'm really proud of you, of both of you. So yeah, that made me really happy. The last thing is a combination of things, but in the end of December and beginning of Jan, I was very, very lucky to travel to France, the Netherlands and Belgium with my parents, my brother Rainier, my cousin Caitlin, my best friend Sakina and her brother Ibrahim, one big family. We traveled on the 25th of December, the evening of Christmas. We traveled to the Netherlands, met up with my parents who had traveled from Abu Dhabi, and we spent 2 weeks together having the best time, getting to know one another, eating really, really good food, seeing, you know, monuments and, you know, buildings and the Eiffel Tower, all these things I've only seen on photos, or, you know, seen and heard through other people's memories and other people's stories, through movies, and we got to stand right there. And traveling does something to me. It teaches me something new. It shows me a different life. It makes me realize that there's billions of us, you know, and makes me realize that there's so many opportunities and places to see and food to eat and culture and history and the richness of relationships and diversity and meeting new people, and, you know, just being like, I'm here in this moment. It was incredible seeing, you know, places like Amsterdam and walking down those roads and learning about their history, learning about the war, you know, and the Holocaust, and then, you know, going to Rotterdam and realizing that the whole of Rotterdam was completely bombed down, and how they rebuilt, and now it's a university town, and, you know, there's new buildings, and then going to Ghent and Belgium, and they still have this richness of their history still alive, and the people and the fritters and the food, and my cousin is there in university, so seeing her and spending time with her was incredible. And then going to Paris and seeing the Louvre, which was just burned down, you know, part of it was burned down last year, and being like, whoa, it's so much bigger than I ever thought, than I ever imagined. And then going to, you know, see the Eiffel Tower and being overwhelmed in this opportunity that this is actually as big as I thought it was going to be, and actually as beautiful. And meeting people. We met an Australian couple in our Paris tour, and for the hour we just laughed ourselves silly, and we met other people going out. We went out a couple of times in these foreign countries, and it was just, oof, I can't wait for my next adventure. It was lovely spending time with my family, getting to know one another, and realizing, whew, it is so difficult traveling with so many people at once, and getting everyone's schedules together, and how like we're just all grown up. But yeah, traveling and exploring were definitely top picks for my favorites for those 2 months. And then lastly, in the month of January, I went back to work, and I started a new work year, and got to spend time with my colleagues, and then with my kiddos and the church family. And I just realized I'm so blessed to be in a church family who care for me, who love me, who look out for me, who want the best for me, who really want to push me to do better, be better, you know, and who also want me to grow in my spiritual life. And so it's always such a comforting feeling. It's like someone's giving you a hug. Oh, it's just such a good feeling. So I'm really looking forward, like I mentioned, to the month of February, and I just know, I just feel it in my bones, it's gonna be a good month. Thank you so much for watching my favorites. I really enjoy sharing these with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!